Hello, I'm the Anime Viewer 66, and I have a question for you guys. If you have the power of evil but do good, what does that make you? Good? Evil? A mix of the two? Well, this is the question that this show partly tries to answer. Today I am going to be reviewing the very well-known anime, Blue Exorcist. Our story starts out with our main character, Rin. Rin is an incredibly strong guy who has major anger issues, so he's basically like every guy from Texas. Rin and his brother were both raised in a monastery by the head priest of that monastery, and even though they were both raised the same, Rin's brother was going off to be in college to bigger and better things and is successful in life, and all of the girls love him and all this stuff. And Rin, Rin's in a dead-end job from one to another, and also has the problem of, like I said earlier, major anger issues. But it is as the anime goes on that we figure out why he has these anger issues and such incredible strength. It turns out that he is indeed the spawn of Satan. Yeah, that's literally our hero, ladies and gentlemen. The hero for this series is the spawn of Satan. Well, I've heard worse ideas for a premise. This actually sounds pretty cool. So when Rin finally discovers his powers, which is basically creating blue flames of awesomeness and being able to torch anyone he wants, he then has to fight a bunch of demons that are going after him for various different reasons. The demons all are chasing him, and then he goes to the monastery with the head priest, which basically saved his butt, and is able to fend off the demons fairly quickly. The head priest, which raised him, hands him a sword, which basically handles all of his power that he ever has. When he was very young, all of his power was sealed within the sword, so that he could never fully release so long as the sword stayed sheathed. And what do you think is going to happen in the next few minutes? Yeah, he unsheaths the sword. He's able to repel the demons, he's even able to repel Satan himself, but sadly, he still ends up losing his father. Now, I wouldn't usually give that sort of information out that quickly because it's a major spoiler, but you really do need to know it to understand the anime in its entirety. There's an organization that is then trying to kill him, but he basically convinces them to allow him, the spawn of Satan, to work with the holy organization to be able to beat Satan. That is the premise of this story. A holy organization with the son of Satan trying to kill all the demons and beat Satan. It's a basic premise, sort of, but it sounds epic beyond belief because it is. Yeah, we've seen other stories like, for instance, Bleach and all that, where you've had killing demons and all that. It's sort of like a staple in pretty much any highbrow action anime, just to kill demons. That's the new premise, because that fits in with pretty much anything. You can have your main characters killing creatures without having to feel guilty about it. But in this one, they actually go the religious route and actually talk about Pacific demons and Satan too. So I guess you could say they actually went a step further. Within this, there's a lot of different characters who deserve to be mentioned, but there's so many that I can't really go one by one. But there's one character I want to mention above all the others because this guy was just so entertaining. Mephisto. I hope I'm pronouncing that right because this guy is just hilarious. He's the demon who works for the holy organization and is the one who convinces them to basically let Rin be a demon hunter. Which is cool. He convinces the organization to let him be an exorcist pretty much just by using his charisma. Not even having to force them with powers or anything like that. No, just his own charm. And with that, Mephisto is not really a good guy or a bad guy. He is just an observer trying to watch what is going on. He is doing this for his entertainment, basically. He is probably one of the most funny characters just because of the way he acts. But at the same time, you can tell he could probably take on most of the threats that the heroes are facing with a snap of his fingers. Besides, of course, for Satan later on. And so that's why he gets special mention above all the others. Because, seriously, anytime this guy was on screen, I was dying laughing or just going like, bravo, bravo. Now, I shouldn't go too far into the big climax of the series, because the climax really does get a bit confusing, but I will say this. I do like how they made the main villain, which is, of course, Satan, actually seem like a likable villain. Like, there's always certain villains that you just are like, okay, I can see why they're doing it. You may not agree with why they're doing it, but you can certainly see why they're doing what they're doing. It is very hard to make a likable villain because, well, they're doing bad things. But when you can actually succeed in making a likable villain, that is when you know that you have gone a step beyond just a cookie-cutter villain, wahaha, into someone who is truly enjoyable to watch. And you want to know why this person is doing what they're doing. And I will applaud them for not making it so black and white. Oh, he's the devil, he just wants to kill stuff. No, they made a compelling argument for why he is doing what he is doing. I won't get too much into why he's doing it because that would be major spoilers. But trust me, watch this and you will probably get the feeling that, okay, I can definitely see why he is doing this. And so at the end of the day, I award this anime 4 stars out of 5. I am the Anime Viewer 66. Thank you, and good night.